Hey fam, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is heyjavonnejay and I'm a California native who moved to Bangkok to teach English and immerse myself in Thai culture. Today, by popular demand, I'm finally breaking down what I spend in a month living here in Bangkok, Thailand. And I love a good side-by-side comparison, so we'll actually be comparing what I'm paying here in Bangkok to what I was paying when I lived on my own in Los Angeles. And honestly, the difference is wild, so stay tuned. Now, just a few quick disclaimers before we get started. So when I lived in LA, I actually had affordable housing. So even though I was staying in a luxury apartment at the time, I was paying less than market rate. So when we go over the breakdown of these prices, I'll be showing you what I was paying at the subsidized or affordable rate versus what I would have paid if I were paying market rate, just to give you guys a more realistic view of how much it costs to live in LA. And obviously what you would be paying is going to depend on what neighborhood you live in, what lifestyle you want to live. There's a lot of determining factors, but I'm just going over what I pay so you guys can get a general idea of how much you could pay out here for your basics. Let's get into it. Okay, so first up, we've got rent. So I currently stay in a studio apartment that's about 30-ish square meters. I think that's a little over 300 square feet. I have an awesome view. I have access to the swimming pool, gym, co-working space, and I'm in walking distance to a BTS station. All of that included, my rent is 14,000 Thai baht a month, which is roughly 415 USD a month. So in 2022 to 2023, I was staying in a luxury apartment in Hollywood. Market rate for that unit was $2,300 a month. I paid $1,018 a month, so huge difference. Up next is transportation. Living here in Bangkok, a lot of people take public transportation, although traffic would make you think otherwise. A lot of people do take public transportation, myself included. It was really important for me to live somewhere that was in walking distance to a BTS station, since that is my main form of transportation. That can fluctuate depending, obviously, on where I'm going. Am I going to work? Am I going to the mall? Am I going wherever I'm going, right? So I'll be basing that off of my transportation that I pay to get back and forth to work. I live a couple stations away from the closest BTS station to my job. However, that BTS station is about a 25-minute walk away from my actual job. I do take what's called a kapong, which is a really cheap way to get around the neighborhood. You just hop on the back of this pickup truck thing almost. I'll insert a picture or a video. It costs 15 baht one way on the BTS, and then I pay another 8 baht to get me from the BTS to my actual job, because nobody's going to be walking 25 minutes in this heat, let's be real. So that's 46 baht a day, which is 230 baht a week. Multiply that by 4 weeks, comes out to 920 baht, or about $27 USD a month. My transportation in LA was obviously way different. I drove a 2010 Nissan Sentra, so 4 cylinders, so she was great with gas. Her name was Maxine. I miss Maxine sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I would say for gas, I'd pay about $40 a week. 40 times 4 is going to bring us to 160 USD on gas alone. Obviously that fluctuated as the prices kept skyrocketing, but on average I was paying about 160 a month for gas. And obviously I had to pay car insurance, about 55 a month. My car insurance was so low because my car was paid off. So gas plus insurance ran me about 215 USD a month. Up next is groceries. So in LA for groceries, I spent anywhere roughly between $250 to $300 a month. So we'll just average that out and say I paid about $275 a month on groceries. Here in Bangkok, I do things a little bit differently. Because I prefer to pay for convenience, I actually have my groceries delivered to me. I pay anywhere between 1,100 to 1,500 Thai baht a week. So we'll take the higher number at 1,500 Thai baht and we'll multiply that by 4. That brings us to 6,000 Thai baht a month, which is roughly 177 USD. So up next, we're going to go over utilities. When I lived in LA, I was with Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, LADWP. They bill once every 2 months. Because I had affordable housing, I actually qualified for their subsidized program, roughly from 35 to 45 USD bi-monthly. For my phone bill, I was paying about $65 a month with T-Mobile. I wasn't on a family plan or anything like that. It was just me. And for internet, I was with AT&T, also on their subsidized program. Pro tip, if you are living in affordable housing and you qualify for these programs, apply for them. You could save so much money, and that could help you with your move to get out here. For internet, I was paying about $25 a month, which is incredible. The average cost for that, though, would have been about $50 a month. Here in Bangkok, I will say electricity is on the higher end, at least for me. It's generally pretty hot here. Opening the windows just makes your unit even hotter. So my AC and my fan are constantly running. So that's obviously why my bill is higher. So I averaged it out, and that came out to about 1287 Thai baht a month, which is roughly 38 USD per month, not bi-monthly. So yeah, I am paying more for electricity here than I was back in LA. For internet, luckily that's included in my rent. The owner actually pays the Wi-Fi, which I'm very grateful for, with a company called True Gigatex. They charge, I did my research and it looks like it's about 50 USD a month for that. So the fact that that's covered in my rent, I'm definitely grateful for. And for my phone bill, I am with a company called AIS. So for unlimited text and data, I pay about 700 Thai baht a month, which is roughly 21 USD. So with rent, transportation, groceries, electricity, internet, and phone comes out to 22,907 Thai baht, which is about 677 USD a month. And that's just for the basics, right? So if I decide to take Bolt or Grab to go somewhere and I'm paying to go to an event, eating out and things like that, obviously that costs more. So I'm not literally paying $677 a month, but that is my basics. My average that I was paying in LA, including my subsidized rent and subsidized bills, came out to about 1,638 USD a month. However, if I was paying market rate, I would be paying about 2,920 USD a month. So that's huge. So my difference in my cost of living is definitely day and night. Compared to what I was paying in LA, subsidized housing, I'm saving about 974 USD a month, which is crazy. And if I were paying market rate for everything, I would actually be saving $2,256 a month. So obviously, as you can see, that's a huge difference. All right, so there you have it. Remember, everyone's situation is different. Obviously, what you'll pay is going to depend on what neighborhood you choose to live in, what your lifestyle is, and what expenses you prioritize. Now, for me, living in Bangkok at this budget works, but it's also important to know I don't have kids, I don't have pets, so I'm only paying for me and me only, which thank God. So yeah, I hope this video gave you a clearer idea of what to expect. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to connect with me on socials, I'm on both Instagram and TikTok at @javon_jay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!